have Wayne Chubaty with us today. Wayne, why don't you wave at the camera? Thanks. We've been doing a lot of work with Wayne, specifically on water quality and livestock management for sustainable actions, and that's right in line with the work that the Seine Roseau Watershed District does. So we're really happy that Wayne was able to come out and kind of tell us a little bit about his project today. So I'm going to let Wayne tell us a little bit about his farming operation in general before we get to the project, to give you a bit of background on who we're working with here.
Okay, my operation basically consists of a mixed beef cow-calf operation and grain operation. I run about 600 acres of cropland. We produce all our own hay and feed, and I run 175 cows to calve.
So do you like farming, Wayne?
Yeah, my first career choice, and I've managed to make it a career so far.
How long have you been farming?
Well, started as a teenager helping out with Dad, and gradually took over the family farm.
Wow.
And here we are.
So you can actually see the retention cell, the dugout behind us, and we're actually standing in the retention cell outside. So it's a fairly innovative project. What happened was originally there was a drain coming in just to the right of us, or your right, and it was as the water would flow in, it deposited right into the dugout. And we had some aerial photographs of the sedimentation in the dugout. It was just really mucky and messy, and the cows were drinking right out of that dugout. So it wasn't quite healthy for the cows, and you had a lot of nutrients developing and depositing in the water as well, so not quite good for the water quality. So what we did is we diverted the drain around the dugout, and we made a little structure on the other side to backflood clean water back into the dugout to provide a fresh water source for cattle. And we also added a berm on the far outlet to hold back water over the whole 35 acres, and that's the area that we're standing in now. So in the spring it'll have about a foot of water on it, and that water will slowly draw down and help feed the grass so that it'll grow a really great forage for Wayne for the whole season. And the watering source will be there for the cattle. And Wayne does have a summer alternate water system. So there's solar panels with the trough. So the water gets pumped from the dugout into the trough, and the cows can drink from the trough, and they don't have to muddy up the dugout as well. At providing clean access to livestock, to keeping livestock out of waterways, to reducing nutrient loading into our creeks and rivers, and then to provide a soil health component to slow down the water for flood mitigation downstream, and also increase the forages that are growing to increase the soil health here for the forage for the livestock.
Main motivation is better use of the land and to better produce cattle, healthier herd and healthier environment, better grass, better soil. Try and make the most of the land. Land is expensive.
Those are definitely priorities that line up with the work we do. So I think we're a real good partner to have. Thank you once again. We can't exist without farmers like you. So I think one more thing to add is that there is an economic loss here for this land. So as we're standing within the middle of the retention cell right here, it's also the main source of forage for the cows. So this water retention area, he's gonna lose out on that forage space. So the Seine Roseau Watershed District, we have a new program called Grow, which allows us to provide incentive payments per acre for producers that are having an economic loss for providing an ecological goods and service, which exactly is what Wayne's doing here. So does that about sum it up?
Yeah, and another thing I could add is it's just if we work together with this, it's make it sustainable, and hopefully a farmer can pass on the farm to his kids or whatever in time in better condition than we found it.
That's great. I think that's the purpose for probably almost every farmer I've ever spoken with, hey?
Well, that's one of the goals in operating a family farm, is to pass it on.